I'm Coach Miller, and welcome to All Marine Fighter. Today, in our aftermath series of dealing with fights, let me tell you what. Wow. The Luis Alberto Lopez versus Michael Conlan over there in England. Wow. That fight was great. There's a lot of positives and there's a lot of negatives for each fighter. The fight was thoroughly entertaining. It only went 5 rounds, and Conlan lost by knockout. But there were some key things to notice for the future of both fighters, I think, in this fight, and we're going to analyze some of those. First, I got to say congratulations to Luis Lopez in his great knockout victory. But that being said, you have to wonder, Conlan, 2016 Olympic fighter, huge controversy surrounding his medal match in the Olympics there in Russia. It was kind of a big deal. He's got a huge story. He got knocked out by Leigh Wood, who also fought on Saturday night with his victory. You can check out my other video for that one. He got knocked out by Leigh Wood, was arguably winning that fight, and then got caught. I think it was like the 11th round or 12th round. At the last minute, he was probably going to win the fight. He should have taken notice from that, is that he should have kept his stinking hands up. He's got what I call the curse of young boxers and keeping his lead hand down low. And especially if you know that your chin's not necessarily the strongest, you can't always count on your reactions by keeping your hand down, because look, you get tired and you don't see all the punches coming. So he was catching some nasty shots. He got rocked earlier in the fight. Well, it only went 5 rounds, okay? But he got rocked in like round 2 or round 3. And he should have learned, keep your stupid hands up. But Lopez just kept pushing and pushing, firing shots, and was able to catch him with an uppercut coming in. So Conlan went down trying to dodge a punch, and Lopez countered with a nasty uppercut and sent Conlan down for a magnificent knockout. I mean, he was down on his back, but the towel was thrown in, you know, but didn't matter. He wasn't fighting after that. This was for the featherweight IBF title, and Lopez had a magnificent win over Josh Warrington previously, and so there's a lot of hype going in with him. He's a very awkward fighter. Now, I can criticize his, his technique in a way with keeping his hands down. He fires shots down from the hip. He keeps his hands up sometimes, but other times he's firing shots way down from the hip. I mean, very awkward. And I think that's what gives him the advantage, is that he fires shots from awkward angles, and it just catches people, even those who are more orthodox or more technically sound. But I gotta tell you that people who are unorthodox, especially those who keep their hands down, like towards their waist. There's another British fighter, I think his name is Josh Kelly. He's super fast, got great reflexes, but the couple fights that he lost, he just got caught and then just beat. And look, you can't always dodge them all, right? So you're going to have to count on your hands being up to catch the shots that you don't see. So your reflexes can only go so far. I mean, even Floyd Mayweather himself kept his hands up. You see what I'm saying? And he had some God-given, unbelievable abilities to be able to see punches like Matrix style. But even he had his hands up, for heaven's sakes. So that being said, Lopez is only going to be able to go as far doing what he's doing until he meets another solid puncher who's just, more technically sound. He hasn't been hit where he's gotten knocked down or felt the fear of somebody else's punch yet. Now, he's got quite a few fights, and I don't know when exactly he adopted this style of firing punches from the hip and that kind of sense. I mean, it's funny to watch, it's fun to watch, but I gotta tell you, it's fun until you meet somebody who has heavy hands just like you, and he puts you on your rear end. And then what are you gonna do? Because Conlan did nail Lopez with some nasty shots, and so did Josh Warrington, by the way, if you watch that fight. But he's got a pretty solid chin, but neither Conlan or Warrington were known for being, knockout punchers in a way. So I gotta say, Lopez will only go so far as he meets another solid puncher that ends up putting him on his butt, okay? So hopefully he cleans up his technique a little bit, and I'm okay with the creative, you know, style and everything, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You can lose your belts just as easy as that. That being said, it was an awesome fight. 5 rounds, that's all it was. But it was great. Action from Conlan and Lopez back and forth. And Conlan just got caught square in the mouth with a nasty uppercut. It was beautiful. So, excellent fight. I'd give it 3 or 4 stars, definitely. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button and share. Sure appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel and help us grow our influence. I greatly appreciate you watching. Until next time, stay motivated.